100 people here. I thought you were popular.
Are you? Hey, go home. Hey, are you an idiot or what?
There's like 100 people here.
Why don't you get the hell out of here? What are you doing here? You don't think it's popular? This guy's an idiot, President Trump. This guy's an idiot. I'm going to throw his out of here. I'm going to throw his out of here. He's an idiot.
You know, Trump wants to talk about the size of his crowds, how large they are, because they're always the largest. As Heckler points out, if you're so popular in a state like California with so many people, why are there only about 100 people here?
Donald, why is there only 100 people here? I thought you were popular.
Are you? Hey, go home.
And this sends this reporter off the deep end.
Some guy. All right. That's all right. Some guy was heckling in there. Look at the support you have here in California. It's amazing. People are lining the streets.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
God bless you. We support you. You know that. You know that. Thank you very much.
He's screaming in his microphone, chasing Trump. This is absolutely what's wrong with the right, the complete right in this country. The reporters must show up in this manner. They will not be accepted, not just by Trump. They will not be accepted by Trump's followers, meaning their ratings, their dollars, basically, would go down in trash. Again, another grift from the right.
I am now going to book the Fulton County photographer for my Christmas card. Because, Judge, and I say this with a unblemished record of heterosexuality, he looks good. And he looks hard. It's a handsome mugshot. My wife says he looks fierce.
If it isn't the candidates, if it isn't the party, talking about the Republican Party, it's the news on that side of the aisle. We have gone so far in this country where we have reporters about to attack hecklers instead of reporting it. This is where we are. This country is so far away from what democracy looks like. We are so far away from what democracy looks like that this is normal. This doesn't even seem like it should be news. It happens every day on Fox, different shows, every show. It's just like this. People defending Trump instead of covering the news. Because if they were covering the news, they would say how serious these 9 indictments are.
He is now seen by non-political folks as a rebel, an outsider with swagger. And as one black lady I spoke with earlier today here in New Orleans said, Trump's a gangster. And that means he has cred among a new block of voters that perhaps have never given him a serious look, and now they're looking again.
The indictments does not matter because Donald Trump is God to them. There's no space for 30% of the United States population to support this person over the Constitution, over the rules of law. Does not matter that we are a democracy on paper when the majority of our Republican partners and cousins, brothers, and sisters show up like this.
Well, I think, you know,
we are on the road to destroying our democracy.
Will he be number 47? But first things first, congratulations on your brand new book, Mr. President.
Well, thank you very much, Brian. Thank you.
Good morning.
What went into it? What was your approach here? Just to bring back those 4 years to life through photographs?
Well, you know, we had a great 4 years, and I've been watching what's happening, and a lot of people were they were remorseful, and they were like, can we do something? And it's really pictures of a lot of great things with the military, with so many of the things we've done. And I think it's sort of a happy book. We bring in some negativity about what's happening now, but frankly, it's really a happy book, and it's a book largely of beautiful pictures of events that took place and some of the things we've done.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Jet here, and it's a happy book with lots of pictures. There are big and small letters and all kinds of shapes and numbers. That's how Trump is describing his latest book, so let that sink in for a moment. Is this a children's book that he's writing? Because that's what I think when I see someone describe a book with happy and lots of pictures. Look, folks, we all know that Trump has never read a book in his life, let alone has the intellectual capabilities to actually write one. Trump could not read the daily briefings and reports out of the White House during his regrettable term in office where he didn't even touch them. Can you imagine how sad that was for us Americans that the president that we had was so fat, dumb, and lazy that he could not even sit through and read the daily briefings that outline some of the most dangerous threats our country faced on any given day? And I know his weight has nothing to do with it, but I just like to remind him every chance that I get that he sweats butter.
Well, Mr. President, why wouldn't people trust the vaccines? They were developed during your administration.
Well, a couple of things. Number one, they did a pause on Johnson & Johnson, which really set shocks through. Over 6 people that didn't die, by the way, but 6 people, and for that, millions and millions of shots given. And they did the pause with Johnson & Johnson. That was very bad. And they just haven't been able to sell it. People are not trusting this administration.
60% of the adults in the United States are fully vaccinated. Of the 40% that remain receptive to dying from COVID-19, I could safely say 80% or so are Trump loyalists and imbeciles. I know there are Democrats that are idiots as well, but very, very few. So what the hell is Trump talking about with his Fox goons and friends when he says he did a much better job on COVID than President Biden? Trump's COVID solutions include the following: drink bleach, shove light bulbs up your backside so the fluorescent lights can take care of the rest, try some hydroxychloroquine, horse dewormers, and maybe some cow manure on the side for good measure. Meanwhile, President Biden is doing everything he can within the confines of his office and the law to get as many people vaccinated as possible so we can finally put this behind us. How pathetic is it that a former president writes a book, and I honestly had no idea that he had done so until my producers sent me this clip. No one knew that he was writing a book. No one knew that it had come out. And here's my favorite part: no one is going to read it, including Trump himself.